Hey, what's going on, guys? DJS here, bringing you guys this week's Collective Kicks weekly recap. It is, what is it, Sunday the 13th of July. Sorry, I'm doing this on Sunday. Friday I was out of town. If you guys missed it, I was actually out camping. But I wanted to go ahead and bring you guys this week's weekly recap. Also, from the very beginning, I'm going to start off by doing the giveaway winner for the USA Stars and Stripes Elite Nike graphic print socks, as you can see right here. I announced last week's winner, or 2 weeks ago's winner actually, and then finally I'm getting a chance to do this giveaway here. You can see there was 2,400 comments, and that's crazy. So what I'm gonna do, just to make it easy for this one time, I'm just gonna scroll down. I actually loaded all the comments, as you can see here, um, except for the duplicates, because some people added some duplicates. So there's all the comments here. I'm just gonna scroll down and just I'm going to close my eyes, scroll down, like you can trust it. I'm going to just scroll down and just randomly choose a person. So if that's cool with you guys, I'm just going to do that instead of doing the random number generator, because then I have to copy and paste in Excel, and it's kind of a pain. But without further ado, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and I'll do the top one just because it's was top. Sorry, Chris. Barely missing it out. But I'm just going to do this one as the winner. So, wow, there's just like lightning outside my house. Lightning strikes. So this person is going to be the winner. I'm going to copy this person's name down. And so if I don't even know how to say his name, David is the name I see. Hit me up on Twitter or leave me a message. Wow, it's thunder and lightning outside. Leave me a message and I'll get those socks over to you. And thank you guys, everybody, for leaving comments and trying to win the pair. I know there's only one pair for 2,500 people, but trust me, I do have something coming up. You guys will hopefully be able to partake in, and it's a much better odds for a pair of Nike IDs. Not a Nike ID contest. That might be something in parallel to what I'm going to be working on. But just so you guys know, there are some things that I will be working on for you guys, and bigger item things, and more opportunities, I guess, for you guys to just get random crap, and hopefully you guys like it. Mostly Nike ID stuff. I'm going to do two different things for Nike IDs because I support what they do, and I like the idea of you guys being creative and creating your own stuff. So just kind of a beginning sort of note on that. Let's go ahead and jump into the news this week. First one is the Nike Dunk Stewie Family Guy Custom by Maxwell Lund. I've been plugging this guy's channel for a while. You guys need to go, if you go check out the article and all these, you can check out any of these articles in the description to a link to my website, Collectivekicks.com. But Maxwell Lund does some amazing sneaker art, like drawings, on his YouTube channel. But now he took it to the next level and actually made his first custom, which I think he knocked it out of the park. I'm a huge Family Guy fan, for those that don't know. As I used to drive to Corvallis, which is where my college town was, and I would DJ down there, I would literally watch Family Guy, because I have an in-dash DVD player that I have it rigged so that I can actually watch while I'm driving, which is extremely dangerous. But I have it set up so I would literally watch Family Guy to and from my DJ gig back in the day, and it was an hour and a half commute each way. So 20-minute episodes. I mean, I could watch a handful of episodes, 5, 6 episodes or whatever, driving down to DJ and then back. So I have literally every box set of Family Guy, including the Star Wars ones. I mean, I just been a huge fan historically of Family Guy. So these ones speak out to me for sure. Very, very dope custom. I love the shadowing on it, and obviously inspired after the Lebron. I don't know. I don't even know which one they are, the Stewies or whatever they are, the Family Guy LeBron sixes. But I remember seeing them. I've never actually seen them in person. But they're pretty crazy custom. Very nice work. I'm expecting to see more from Maxwell in the future. So if you guys are new or to his sort of stuff, definitely go check out his channel and subscribe. Worth it. I was literally his first subscriber. I'm proud to say that, because he's gonna go places with this whole sneaker thing, in my opinion. Just a very talented young dude. So anyway, moving on. You want to see the Air Flight 13 low video review? Check it out from Kicks Reason. And let's see here, the ADIDAS ZX Flux base pack. Brandon wrote an article on that, and thank you guys for those writers that wrote some articles while I was out, because I didn't get a chance to write as much as I wanted to this week. Just too busy, unfortunately. And P. Jung, I don't even know how to say his name. So bad. I see the name. I've talked to him many times, of course, but I just don't know how to say the name. But he wrote the article on the LeBron, white and red LeBrons, and obviously the news of LeBron coming back to the Cavs. I did that video on Thursday. I did my weekly, I did my Throwback Thursday video with the LeBron first games, and it was just like perfect timing because I also at the end of that video I broke out the LeBron Cavs jersey, which was crazy because I didn't think any of that stuff was happening. I came back and I found out later that that it was true that he was actually going back to Cleveland. So I don't know what's going on. Still have a lot to figure out from that, but pretty wild. Anyway, Flyknit Lunarglide 6. Another look at those. Really crazy looking. Really excited to see more of those just because I'm a huge Lunarglide fan anyway and a Flyknit fan. So it's like the perfect marriage for me. And then we get a look at this Nike China pack. I don't even know where this came from, but those Kobe's, look at this article and look at those Kobe's. Insane. They look so dope, and they have like a special tongue. So it's not like one you can make on NIKEID. They always do that. Did they tease you could make something really close to that on NIKEID? I've seen some that actually look really dope, and then they like throw in a wrench to make it so you can't make it. I'm like, oh man. But those things look crazy. Definitely, I'm not really feeling the LeBron lows that much, but I have to say the LeBron lows, even after my video saying that it was kind of lazy, it's a very comfortable sneaker. It's super, super comfortable. So it is what it is. But those Nike Kobe EM9s look amazing. Reebok and 2014 breakout event. Kicks Reason wrote something about that. If you guys want to check that out. Also, he wrote up the Reebok Burn Rubber collaboration, which it looks like there's hits of orange on that, which of course piques my interest. I still want a pair of those Insta Pumps. I don't have any in my collection yet. I'm just waiting for the right one, I think. But they're pretty dope sneakers. Obviously, no laces on them and stuff, and they're old school but futuristic looking, and I like it. Nike ROSHE Run Premium. Is it JACQUARD? I think it's pronounced. Hits NIKEID from Lamar Got Soul. Thanks for writing that. Reebok a Slipstream Throwback Thursday episode. If you guys want to see this, check out Kicks Reason's video. He definitely has a lot of knowledge on the older Reebok line, which I don't have much knowledge on at all. So he's a great contributor to the site. Samar did an article on this, the Asics Gel-like 5 Kithstrike release. This actually happened last week. Pretty wild that they were able to bring these back. I don't remember these ones originally because I wasn't a huge Asics fan ever in the past. But man, hopefully the quality on these are A1 like what you can usually expect from the Asics collaborations at least. And unreleased LeBron 11 Champ Pack pics. Adam wrote this picture. Thanks, Adam. We got a lot of variety from writers this week. I really do appreciate you guys from writing an article. But these ones, more unreleased pictures and stuff. I don't know if I gotta double check these things up close for these LeBron 11 Elites. If those ones are actually the same ones as the Iron Man's one, or if they're actually different. It's hard to tell because they're all black or they're all black. They're all red and they have the chrome accents and other things. But I know that they are going to be releasing. If it's not these ones, if it's the Iron Man ones or whatever it might be, I don't know if they're the same exact. I did hear that they are going to be releasing, but it's going to be a fairly smaller run than the other one. So we'll see. I'm here in limited. We'll see. They're already available on like just random like third-party sites, which is kind of scary. I never buy off of those usually. Because of that reason, you never know what you're really going to get. Shout out to Yoanti holding down the manly style on Franken Oak. I love that. That's the same ad as in last week, and it took us for surprise. It's an epic beard. Okay, so the Nike Veer white and red video review. Check that out if you guys want to see I actually saw these sneakers at a thrift venture, and I gotta pull up that video, or I gotta pull up those pictures and start uploading that video because I haven't done that one yet, I don't think. But Kicks Reason did that. We're hearing from Brooklyn Projects that they're going to have another Nike SB collaboration set for August 2nd, which is a dope day because it's actually my birthday. So pretty cool. Excited to see what they have coming out for the Brooklyn Projects. I like the other ones. I never did get them, but I like the other ones that they did have. It was just a really kind of dope looking style. The Reebok Question 14s. If you guys want to see more about that, Kicks Reason wrote that article. This is an article that I did another original. So I did two originals, the Max Lund and then this one, the Nike Collect miniature collectible concept. And this thing is crazy. These things, the design on these things are just wild. And the subscriber Richie Chang did this, like he mocked up this concept. Really cool. Like I could see these actually selling. Like I don't know, leave a comment. What do you guys think? But check out the pictures. Definitely more information in there. Ironically, he's the one that ended up winning the socks from the digital print socks the first time around that I did a giveaway. And then I didn't realize it was. I believe that was Richie. Maybe I'm making things up. Um, I might be. I think it was Richie because he also had some other stuff randomly. That's why I recognized the name when he won. I was like, no way, this is the same guy that he had some other design stuff that he did. But really cool stuff, really great stuff there. If I'm wrong about that, maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. There's so many people involved nowadays that it's hard for me to keep them all straight. But regardless, dope stuff. Check out the article in detail if you guys want to see that. Lunar One trainers. The crazy thing is, I haven't really got to tell you guys much about like myself meeting Nightwing. I never did like a real talk about it, but it was awesome meeting Nightwing. We went to Nike campus. He was going for the Nike football. There was a big, huge football event on campus, and when Nightwing and I were like going around getting a tour, we walked into one building, and I ran into another dude I knew who was actually part of this whole thing, and they actually were all the student athletes from high schools around like the nation. The top football athletes around the nation were all wearing those sneakers the day before they dropped, and they were all like meeting in like an area saying what's up to. It was crazy, man. They were saying what's up to each other, and it was like just an epic like unity of these super duper talented kids. It was pretty cool to see. But the whole thing at Nike was insane. Nightwing and myself toured around, and we saw some stuff that we can't say anything about. Now he knows like how I feel a lot of times because sometimes I get some early peeks at some things that there's no way I would be the person. Even with a media outlet that I have, I can't leak any of the information. It's just not courteous. It's not a courteous thing to do. But I'm not one that would ever do that. But we saw some amazing things. Some of it coming out soon, some of it coming out much later next year, and some of it not releasing at all. But we both were just like mind blown with some of the stuff that we were able to see. Really crazy experience. And then of course I mentioned this in the KD7 video that we got to meet Leo Chang, talk to him for a while. It was awesome. The designer of the KD's line, really cool guy as well. But anyway, enough about that. I would tell you guys more. I wish I could tell you guys more, but unfortunately, there's only so much that we can say. Reebok Signature Series, if you want to see his Monday treat, Kicks Reason wrote that. Also, the Air Max 93 OG gets a colorway release with the white, orange, and black. I'm surprised I didn't actually end up buying those ones. Kind of cool, but did not get those ones. Adidas Street Ball 2 retro video. Those I remember those. That's so crazy, man. But those, if you want to check that article out, feel free. Kicks Reason again holding it down big time this week. Another one, Reebok Shack Attack 4. And those are pretty wild looking, actually. I don't even remember those ones. And then the Shack Attack Shattered Backboards. If you guys remember those ones, he ended up shattering like the whole backboard or whatever. Way back in the day. Shaq was crazy. Now all we get is the little, what is it, like the Ben Gay equivalent, like commercials where he's doing his little shimmy and shake in the commercial are just ridiculous. Anyway, Reebok Kamikaze 2, some new colorways in those, and then also the Black Top Battleground colorway of the Reebok pumps. I still am waiting on the perfect pair of Reebok pumps as well, so I'm waiting on 2 different pairs of Reeboks. Eventually, seeing all these Kicks Reason posts is going to make me want to go buy a pair of Reebok pumps or a pair of the Insta Pump Furies or whatever those ones are called. Sneaker steals and deals, Nike, Adidas, Nike and Adidas samples. I did a video on that. If you guys missed that, you guys can check out the article there and see. I might start doing the videos on my YouTube channel and then posting all of the actual pictures on my website on Collectivekicks. That way you can just see the pictures if you want. Also, there was this video that was pretty crazy of a homeless man. It was basically somebody faking as being a homeless man with a pair of Yeezys, and it was a little experiment when people were just running up and stealing his shoes off of. Like they thought he was sleeping, and they saw the Yeezys, and they were like stealing them. It was just crazy how like stupid people are, and why they would assume that like he's a homeless dude, and it's okay to just come up and steal his sneakers, and that he probably stole them, or that he doesn't need them because he's homeless. I mean, there's just so much stupidity involved with that. It just blows my mind. But regardless, it's an interesting social experiment that we end up seeing. Funniest part about it is the Yeezys are super fake, so it's just kind of It's kind of crazy, but worth definitely watching if you haven't seen that one yet. Um, did a review video of the Jordan Future and the success or fail, my thoughts on the model. I think it's a dope model personally, and I think it's one you guys watch the video to get a full recap. But it's one that I think is has its success because of the way it's released. But I will recap a little bit on this because I didn't touch up on this in the video and I wanted to. The Jordan Futures shows that they could release a shoe that's limited with basically the first two releases of the future premiums that were like $1.80 or whatever they were, and it shows you that they could release those in a limited portion in limited quantities, and people will go crazy for them. They were $1.80. They were selling for $500, $600 the first couple weeks they came out, but they can also show you that they can mass produce something, and it doesn't sell out near as much. Obviously, they're doing this model in so many different colorways. Every other weekend they're releasing 2 different colorways. They're definitely overproducing them, but they're also trying to create a lifestyle type a feel to these and not have them be in that premium limited market. But you can tell when they do have it in that market, they can succeed. So just throwing that out there, they can have it limited, make it successful. They can mass produce it, and there's still going to be some success to that depending on how you look at it. Anyway, Lunar Gatos, if you guys want to see that, Brandon wrote an article on that. Those actually look pretty dope. It looks like some gum soles on those. And this is kind of the big article and the bigger one, and we're just about done with this video. But the Legend Blue fakes that are out there, there's definitely fake Legend Blues that are out there. Now, I know that you guys get up in arms when I say the word fake because you guys are like, they're not fake, they're unauthorized, or they're not unauthorized, they're pre-releases, or they're not pre-releases, they're sample B grades, or whatever you guys want to call them. You guys know how I feel about authorized, unauthorized. I'm one of those people personally that want to get authorized products. I don't care for getting them early unless they're from a legitimate source that I know 100% they're authorized. If they're not authorized, I don't usually mess with it. Now, again, you guys can do whatever the hell you want. I'm just throwing this out there for you guys' sake. There are fakes out there already being produced. Obviously, look at the picture here. You can see the icy blue bottom versus the other one. We don't even know what the official one looks like. Remember months and months ago, and actually I'll scroll up real quick to see this. When I first got these first new images, quote unquote new images of these Columbias or the Legend Blues or whatever you want to call them, the mesh, these were mesh uppers. They weren't even leather. And I mentioned that months and months ago that it was actually going to be leather. The original colors were actually, let me see if this is the one here. Yeah, the Legend Blues. The things I messed up. This is right here. Based on the pictures, not only thing that changed the upper is a mess. No leather. This was the early picture though. Remember? So this showed that there was no leather on the upper. But after the fact, we know now that they are gonna have leather on the uppers. Just the original picture here. I think this is one that actually has the leather. But just so you guys know, like originally it was leaked and it didn't have that leather upper. So just so you guys are cognitive and aware that there are probably fakes out there. We don't even know what the official released one is going to look like. So I would be careful, man. It's not going to be a limited shoe. It's going to be very mass produced, but like the Jordan 11s that happened the last 5 years in a row, they're going to be difficult to get. And even with the Gamma Blues last year, everybody was hating those. Those sold out like crazy. They're still holding a pretty high resale value of at least 100 over retail. So be careful. Don't get stung if you try to buy too early. In the end, it might not be worth it. If you really want to get them early, though, I mean, obviously there's going to be sources that will be having these eventually. But I'm looking forward to waiting for holiday. And just again, be careful what you're buying out there. We got to look at the Packers Saucony Grade 9000 first look. I actually like the teaser box more than I like the sneaker. That being said, it's just yellow, I guess, and the blue, I don't know, and the red. It's not my personal combination that speaks out to me, but that's just because I have my personal kind of set of colors that I always like. But kind of interesting nonetheless. Also, we have 4 different amazing Nike Elite socks to look forward to. One of them dropped last weekend. I missed it. I actually need to go online and see if they have them available still. But it was a KD themed. Price point is expensive. These are like kind of the digital. I think they're the digital print technology, but they're $30 a pair. And I guess we can be seeing these a lot coming forward with the KD line and the Beethoven. You can see with right here with the the Galaxy type print. I think those ones came out this last weekend also. I need those. I didn't get them. I need to get those. I need to try to get them online. Anyway, pretty crazy that they have these digital print socks out there, and they're definitely going to be around. The price point is pretty expensive though, so I don't expect a resale to be ridiculous on those. But they look cool, and that's more important to me than anything. I think that they look pretty awesome, and they go perfectly with whatever sneaker they actually are paired with. So. The global game, get the release date. That's one of the ones from the launch that definitely drew the most attention. Shout out to UNT again. and then these ones were not going to be the LeBron 12 elites, but these were actually noted as being 12 samples. Now we're seeing more of the samples. You can see the white and red colorway that was leaked that LeBron was actually wearing. That you guys already saw in the previous article. But definitely looking forward to the LeBron 12. I'm curious about the technology in the bottom here. You can see the zoom. It looks like a double stack zoom cushion in the back possibly, and then you can see the pods. They look like the little pods of zoom air as well. And I mentioned this in the past. They look like the Jordan 22. I think it's a Jordan 1 or 21 or 22s where it has the little pods that look like that could actually, the little capsules that could go in the back end of the sneaker. I think they're the 22s. But pretty crazy. We get a little teaser of the ZX Flux on my ADIDAS, and which is available now, but not in the one where you can design the upper print, I don't think yet. So just a heads up on that. I'm not sure if that's actually available. It's kind of, if it is, they didn't market it very well. So hopefully when I do find out officially, then I'll do an article on that. Also, check this one out. This is just an image that Jumpman Bosick, shout out to him, did, and this is of every Concord Jordan from 95, the OGs, to the 2014 lows. Really nice little shot here of all of the different Concords and just the differences across the board. You can see that the last Concord Retro was definitely higher. And then you can see the defining moments pack in the middle, which is the one that got away that I still regret not having. But regardless, really cool. Also, we get a look at the limited Peach Jam Kobe 11, but I also did an ID version. I'll show you guys that real quick since I'm here. Check that out. So this is the version that was available, and this was for the what was it? The EYBL whatever it is, the youth league. Anyway, so this is the one on the top, and then the bottom one's the Nike ID version that I made. It's kind of themed after the same sort of vibe there, as you can see. So, and I did two versions. I actually like the second version down there better. But kind of cool. You can reproduce that a little bit if you guys were really trying to. Not 100%. You could see that the Kobe has the coloring on it, and you can't get that coloring over top of the signature, unfortunately, on Nike ID. But pretty cool. Figured I'd show you guys that. I thought that was kind of neat that I was able to redo that. We got a release date for the Nike Command Force, which is something that I'm definitely waiting for. I know they're not going to sell probably too well. Maybe, who knows what's going to happen if they're limited or not. But it's just a shoe that I've wanted from back in the day with David Robinson era. David Robinson used to be my favorite basketball player actually back in the day. But I don't know if it looks like the pump's there. I've heard rumors that it's not going to be there, so we'll have to see what ends up happening when they drop. I definitely want a couple different colorways of those if they end up dropping. And I'm more one of those people that I want the OG colorways, not the new colorways. But it is what it is. And then I think that's it. I did not do the release dates updated for this week, so I know there was a whole bunch that dropped this weekend. Did you guys pick up anything? Did you guys get the Hyper Grapes or the Michael Jackson Kobe 9 Elite Lows? I did not. I wanted those. I wanted the little penny posits. I did get the KD7s early. You guys already saw that. And I do want a pair of the Lunarglide 6s so I can do a video on those, as well as just to see if they're comfortable. And then obviously we have the Wolf Grays coming up soon, and there's more on the release calendar. I think that I messed up these Independence Days actually. For some reason online, these ones were on a different date. But then we have the three Lab 5s in the black colorway, and then obviously the Sport Blues coming up later. So I will be doing an update on these things soon, and really being really being on the ball to get the updates on here, because I love the new layout of the update calendar. I think it looks great. And then the scroll over for these as well, I think, look really good. So we've been doing some subtle changes and updates to the site. Hopefully you guys appreciate those and like those. But thank you guys for watching, listening. Appreciate the time. And I do have a KD7 video that I was going to do later today, but I'm going to end up doing it tomorrow due to the time of the day today. So look for the KD7 in-depth review of my Kill Bill colorway, as well as I'll do an on foot on that and a glow test. So I'll be in touch. We'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.